The Student Producers is a group of students who are volunteering for the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center. They come from the tri-state area, so like Westchester, New Jersey. We have someone from Long Island and from the city, of course.
And our mission is to encourage appreciation for classical music, chamber music to be specific, among high schoolers.
To communicate to these kids that chamber music is not just for adults and that there's a place for them in the chamber music world.
I mean, that's kind of what happened to me since I'm not an instrumentalist like some of my friends are, and they already appreciated it. I came to a concert and I felt like there was something social and comfortable about the environment, and it was a nice transition into the world of classical music.
We meet every Thursday at the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center, and we work on scheduling and arranging concerts and recruiting students to come to our concerts.
We basically plan 3 events a year that are attached to concerts, which we feel like teenagers would enjoy the most. And we create a postcard which advertises the title, and we pick an image that fits the theme.
Whenever we need to talk to someone in the Chamber Music Society, we have all the resources that we would need. We worked with the programming department to find concerts that will appeal the most to high school students and make them the most interested. We've worked with the marketing department when we wanted to make our postcards. We've also worked with the public relations department, and they've helped us put out press releases, and they've also gotten us into contact with other media sources. For example, we were featured in Strings magazine, which was a great opportunity for us.
The events that the committee creates really consist of a pre-concert event and then the main stage concert in Alice Tully Hall. And I mean, my favorite thing about the concerts are definitely those pre-concert events.
At our last concert, we invited a couple of the performers to come speak to us, and it was really amazing hearing their stories. The Jupiter Quartet told us how they formed their string quartet, and then Gilbert Kalish told us about what it was like for him to be a musician growing up and how he ended up being a concert pianist. And then just a couple minutes later, we saw them performing on stage in front of 1,000 people. And that was really amazing, being able to hear firsthand how passionate these people are. They took the time to come talk to us, and they made the concert really personal, and both the musicians and the non-musicians out of the teenagers enjoyed it.
To be part of that just made me recognize how much of a conversation chamber music was. Like, the artists were all looking at each other while they were playing the piece. They closed their eyes when other people were playing just to appreciate what their partners were doing and what their group members were doing. It sort of made me want to be a musician, even though I'm not trained to be one, just so that I could understand that conversation through sound.
Of all the programs that I've ever seen before, there hasn't been a program that is associated with such a high-class organization like the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center, and the fact that we're able to contact, real chamber musicians and work with the people who make these concerts happen. I think that's just an incredible opportunity.
I didn't really know much about chamber music before I started on this committee. I had a friend who just said, "Hey, you should really check this out." And I said, okay. I was open to almost anything, so I decided, hey, this is a great idea. So I came into a meeting with her, and she introduced me to the whole committee, and bit by bit we listened to things in our meeting, and then I came to a concert, and it was just amazing. And the Chamber Music Society and the Student Producers, they've helped me foster a love for chamber music that I would never have had before if I had not been part of this committee, or if I've never been to a concert.
Since this is my last year on the committee, I'm getting a little sentimental at this point since our final concert is coming up. But I think this experience has been the highlight of my high school career, and I've definitely gotten a greater appreciation for music. Also the hard work that all of the people behind the scenes put in, because I guess I could say that now I am one of those people behind the scenes.
Music has always been a really big part of my life, and it's always been something that has influenced my education and how I learn and how I look at art and art forms. And I think that it's really important for students to have that exposure to music and to chamber music And I think that our events make chamber music more relatable and also more affordable and more convenient for them to come, and it's a chance for them to try something new that they've never experienced before.